It's the 25th of July, Wednesday, 2007, and it's coming up to 10 o'clock. I forgot to say a few things yesterday, which was that they think that the pressure, they think that the reading that the pressure they're getting isn't accurate. They think that, because he said the eye is soft, so he doesn't think that that's a true pressure reading, the 27-28. He thinks there is no pressure, not swollen as I thought, because of the swelling. But they think the pressure reading is inaccurate because of the eye softness. Because if it was pressure, they should be able to notice it, and they can't, so they don't think there is pressure, so that's good. Also, they've, since last time actually, they stopped antibiotics. So she's not taking those tablets anymore, so they seem to be okay with that, because she had the leak, so they were worried that the water would go back in and could cause infection, but that seems okay. It's going to take time to heal because she's a slow healer anyway. They looked at her stitches, and they got in for 6 weeks. They've been in for a month so far, the original ones, and they're starting to dissolve. He said you can see them dissolving out, so they're starting, so that's good. The new stitches are staying in, so that seems to be okay. But the good news is, just now, she said she could see clearly from her right eye, which is the first time since the operation, the first operation, before the stitch came out, she could see clearly. So now she starts to see clearly again, which is also an indication it's not pressure, because if it was pressure, it would be misty or fuzzy, which it isn't. So she's seeing clearly now. And I think that's probably because she's back on Vex as opposed to dexamethasone, which is, I think she's steroid intolerant, or they say resistant. So she's back on Vex, which is a lower steroid, and she's seeing clearly again. So it looks like we, I don't want to say it too early, but it looks like we're moving on, and hopefully next week's appointment on Tuesday, we will get really good news that we're really there, and that hopefully the pressure reading will come accurate, and her sight will be a lot better. And that might be the first time she's had proper sight, I'm hoping next Tuesday, since this 8 months thing began, when she had the initial rejection. So as you can see from these things, I'm not sure, as I said before, that how things, I was thinking when I started this it's going to be a few blogs, but it runs a bit like a story, how we have all these different, I think it's 21, this is the 21st blog I think it is, all these different complications, reads like a story, but this is how life is, that something simple, all these complications can come from it, ups and downs. Just from well, not a simple eye operation, because no operation is simple and the eye is very delicate, but if you take into consideration major operations, how many complications you can get from those, and this is just an operation to recover her sight or to get her pressure down. So it just goes to show how you can have all these ups and downs, and you have to wait out to the end to see how it's going to come out. If we looked in the middle of it like we were, thinking, oh dear, what have they done to her eye, and she was feeling pain, and she was thinking, it's worse than it was before. But now, we've come the other end of that, other end of the storm, as it were. So that's good news.